Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Randy Rex Show. I hope you're excited and I hope you enjoy the show. So thank you for tuning in. I did not forget about the season finale of Survivor. I enjoyed the season. I'm not going to say I love the season, but I'm just going to quickly wrap that up. Of course, we have the big Stranger Things finale. So let's get into it. So I went to the movie theater and I saw the last episode of Stranger Things. And it was so much fun. It was such an experience. I'm so happy that Netflix did that because, it just really was so special to get to see the end of the show on the big screen with a bunch of fans and to like see and hear all their reactions and to be in a space with fans like that would sit through and take in my noises and my reactions and whether you enjoyed the last season, the last 4 episodes, this last episode, I loved the experience of seeing it in theaters. Um, I did enjoy the last episode. I was not completely down on the rest of season 5. Um, Maybe like the last 3 that came out on Christmas. Even those were good and I enjoyed them. But at the same time, there was a bit of me longing for something more. I don't know what that was. Um, the whole Will thing. Obviously, you're not going to hear any discrepancies coming or gripes coming from me regarding him coming out and him having his moment of coming out. Again, like, whether or not you liked it, whether or not I liked it, it was still good for me to see. I still enjoy seeing that stuff. And obviously, there's more TV like that coming out right now, and that is so good. But with Stranger Things, I thought they did a good job ending the whole thing, and I really hope that the next thing that comes from the Stranger Things universe doesn't feel so disjointed like some of this series did. As much as I love every season, um, I didn't like. Really kind of does feel like, even for example, like Vecna, was he not an idea in the beginning of this the whole like iteration of the show? I'm not trying to be like negative or anything towards the show. I love the show. But that being such a big part of the ending and then him not really seeming seeming like he was a presence at all in the first 3 seasons. Like, yeah, they had the Demogorgon, and yeah, they had the Mind Flayer, and now with bringing Vecna in season 4, it's like, okay, well, yeah, those are his minions. I mean, I guess, but that again to me doesn't necessarily seem like Vecna was an idea and at the beginning of season 1. And so I guess I'm really missing a little bit. Like, they did a great job of connecting season 1 to season 5, but again, like, just that whole journey of 1, 2, and 3. I wish it was a little bit more of a concrete idea. Like, I think that season 2 and 3 is where it lost a lot of fans. Even for me, going into 4, I'm like, oh, this is great. This is bringing back the whole series. So of course I'm hyped for 5, and I love the series again. But it's just one of my observations. Like, Vecna played such a huge role in season 4 and in these episodes in season 5, but he was a nowhere in season 1, 2, 3. And like, now we're supposed to care about him. Going into the finale, we are with the final 5: Christina, Sage, Sophie, Savannah, and the last male standing, Rizzo. So yeah, there is an immunity challenge, and Savannah wins, putting her tied with, I think it's like 3 or 4 other women that have also won 4 immunity challenges in their season. So with that, Christina gets voted out at the final 5. Just like I predicted, in the final 4, Sophie pulls out the win out of nowhere, and she ends up putting Savannah and Rizzo into fire to fight their way into the final 3. And she's taking Sage with her to the final 3. And Savannah beats Rizzo and earns her way to the final 3. When we get to the final 3, Savannah wins in a vote of 5-2-1, because Sophie got 2 votes and Sage got 1 vote. Now I'm talking about the show and the season finale very matter-of-factly, not because I didn't enjoy it, but the show really did kind of miss out on having some sort of through line or some sort of connective thread that really made you feel like you were going on a ride or some cool journey. It was a good season, but it never really gave you that thrill and that excitement that Survivor can give you. But that was the season. I did not think that Savannah or Rizzo were going to win. And clearly I was wrong. Nothing against Savannah. Again, at the time when I said that, I mentioned that the only reason I'm saying that is just because of the way of what I'm seeing, I didn't see it in the cards, like I said. And obviously, again, I was wrong. And I was so happy that Savannah won, even though Sage was my winner pick and I wanted her to win. It was hard not to root for Savannah, given the final tribal and what she said. It was a good show. It was a good episode. It was a good season. And now we're going to go to Survivor 50 next month, February 25th. But so, this isn't going to stop. We're going to talk about that. But even before that, the Traitors comes out next week. So, what is it? January 8th. That's a lot to keep track of and stay ahead of, but we're going to do it. So, thank you for joining me, and buckle up for this reality ride that we are going into with the Traitors season 4 and then Survivor 50. So I am going to break down this season's cast of the Traitors. Mainly, you know, yeah, I'm doing this for my YouTube channel, but I'm also doing this for my cousins. So they have some sort of idea of what they're doing when they go into our draft of this season. All right, folks, so let's get into it. I'm very excited for this season of The Traitors, obviously because of Rob and because he is on the season. I'm going to be riding so high on such a high cloud nine this entire time getting to watch him play. Uh, but yeah, let's get into it. It's a lot of good people on this season. I have broken down the cast of 23 into 5 categories. Number 1, Housewives. Number 2, Survivor. Number 3, Big Brother. Number 4, all other reality TV stars. And then finally, number 5, singers, athletes, and actors, and other, I should say. The one that has the least representation is going to be Big Brother. They only have 2 people in that category, only 2 players representing Big Brother this season, and that they are Ian Terry from Big Brother 14 and Big Brother 22, I think it is. Um, you know, Ian is a winner. He is grown a lot. He was really young when he won 14, and when he came back in 22, he really didn't do much. So we're going to get to see him play this game. I don't mean to sound harsh when I say that about him, but you know, he was kind of out in the midpoint of the game, and he was playing that game where you want to lay low, which is smart, but you know, we didn't really see him. He didn't really have an impact in that part of the game, which was the only part of the game he was there for in Big Brother 22. And then the other person we have is Tiffany Mitchell from, I think it's Big Brother, is it 22, 23 or 24? She was a part of the infamous Cookout Alliance. She was everyone, including my favorite of that season and the person that I wanted to win that season. No respect to you, X, for Survivor. Natalie, who won Blood versus Water. Rob, who played in season 6 and season 8. And then Yam Yam, who won Survivor 43, 44, something like that. Very recent winner. So, you know, Natalie also was on The Amazing Race. She was on The Challenge. Natalie is a beast. I love her, and I hope that she makes it very far. You know, she won her first season, and she actually almost won her second season too. She came in second place in Winners at War after being on Exile Island for so many weeks, after having been voted out, and then winning her way back into the game and ultimately making it to the final 3, where she did get some votes to win. So Natalie is an absolute beast. Obviously, Rob is the guy that I am obsessed with, that I am in love with. No disrespect, Nicole. I'm not like that, but I love Rob, and I love the community he's created. And for as little as I am involved in it, I'm so happy and proud to be involved in it. So I'm 100% going to be rooting for Rob. I love him. I love him. I'm not sure if it's Yam Yam or Jam Jam. I really should know this by now, but you know, he is the most recent winner, most recent player amongst these 2 other Survivor players. And he is known for having a great social game and just being very personable and being able to talk to anybody. So it's going to be exciting to see these 3 Survivor players play Traitors. Let's do the next category, Housewives. We have 5 Housewives this season. It's really funny and so weird that they do this, but they have Candace, who's not really a housewife. She was a housewife, a pretty big and infamous housewife, even though I hate to admit that I'm not that big a fan of hers in that world. But I'm excited to see what she brings to the show. Another kind of head scratcher, Caroline Stanbury. Her show got canceled, and I think she may be coming back in this new Ladies of London show that they're going to be doing. But I hope they bring back the Real Housewives of Dubai. I want that show back. I miss that show. I need that show. But she's here, even though she hasn't been a housewife in years. There's Portia, who is one of the big Atlanta housewives and kind of over there holding down the reins as the Real Housewives of Atlanta have kind of been going through a big transitional period of trying to find their footing again. They used to be such a big heavy hitter in the housewives world, and recently, they've had to be put on a pause for a recast and to figure out exactly how the show is going to move forward. And they finally are back, and they're going to come back with like another season in a couple of months, so that's very exciting. Portia's there. Lisa Rinna, who again is a former housewife, a very big, infamous housewife in the housewife world. Like, everyone knows Rinna, and I can't wait to see what she does. She just better leave Rob alone. She better not even try it with Rob, because Rinna is really smart, really savvy, and if you get in her crosshairs, whoever gets in her crosshairs, I feel bad for them. And then the last housewife we have, Dorinda. They brought Dorinda back. So I'm excited to see what she does this time. Someone somewhere on a podcast mentioned her being a traitor, and now I can't get that out of my head. So obviously, because the other categories are so wide, they have a lot more people in them. Under other reality TV contestants, Love Island Moira, Love Island USA Rob R, from Bachelor Nation Colton, from Dancing with the Stars Mark, from Top Chef Kristen, and the amazing Monet from RuPaul's Drag Race. Obviously, Monet is a Drag Race winner. I love Monet. Cannot wait to see her. Other than my Survivor people, my Big Brother people, and my Housewives people, my Drag Race people are right there on the same level with them. I am so rooting for Monet very hard. So those people sum up the category of all other reality TV people. So at this point, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 of our people. So we have 7 more that are under the category of singers, athletes, actors, and other. So our first person really isn't an athlete. She's the mother of an athlete. Is Donna Cleese, I think is how you say it. She's the mother of like these football players that are apparently like super. I think one of them is dating Taylor Swift. I don't know, but like they're super popular, and like apparently they have a podcast, and I think she's on it. But yeah, so like that's a big deal that she's on it. Obviously, it sounds like I don't know much about her, because I don't. I've only heard of her and her kids first through this. But a lot of people are saying that they think that she's going to be a traitor too. We also have Tara Lipinski and then Johnny Weir, 2 Olympic figure skaters. So that's very exciting to have these competitive Olympic players playing traitors. There is an actor, Steven from One Tree Hill. There is the comedian Ron. There is the singer and songwriter Eric. And then lastly, Michael Rappaport, the actor. So that is our cast for the Traitors. Really, the only thing I can say, like, obviously, Michael Rappaport has been an actor for a long time. Nowadays, he's been really divisive with what he says on social media and about politics and whatnot. Eric, the singer songwriter, is a K pop singer songwriter, but he's also an entrepreneur. He's really smart. He is good at improv. He does a lot of like, he's done some hosting and a lot of like improv work on an improv show in, like, I don't know if it was Korea, but somewhere overseas. Ron, the comedian, I don't know much about him, but apparently he's really funny. Steven from One Tree Hill, I don't know much about him either. I just know that he's an actor from One Tree Hill. And that's pretty much those the people. We have the Olympic skaters and then Donna. So those make up the singers, athletes, actors, and other. And that makes up our cast for the Traitors. So make sure you pick your winner wisely and make sure you pick your team wisely if you want to win this draft. Thank you for tuning in to the Randy Rex Show. I hope that you all are enjoying these very first few days of the new year, and I hope that that carries throughout the entire year, and that you find joy in every moment and any moment that you possibly can.